Hi, this is Jack Murray, and this episode I am going to announce the starting of a new project. It's called the Almost Free Motorhome. And the idea here is that I'm going to be building a motorhome and then I'm going to be giving it away. It's going to be very cheap, what I call almost free. So we're going to be building it out of mostly free stuff. And so this episode, I'm just going to talk about some of the design issues. As I said, I'm going to be giving it away when it's done. So I have a Patreon page set up, so you can join the Patreon for my Murray Madness YouTube channel, and I'm going to select one of the people on that list of Patreons to give this free motorhome to. So the almost free motorhome, because you're going to have to join Patreon, and I don't know what the minimum amount they charge. I think it's maybe $1 a month or something, and you can cancel after this project is over if that's what you want. But please subscribe to the my YouTube channel. So the reason I came up with this project is that I have this motorhome, and I was working on it, and I was trying to sell it because I needed to get it out of here. So if we turn around and look, this is my motorhome right here, and this motorhome was almost free because I bought it for almost $300, I think it was, and it didn't run. It had to be towed here, and it had some dry rot on the corner and the steps, and the inside was in good shape considering its age, but it's really old. It's 1974. So I have this motorhome for sale, and I had a lot of people. I was just selling it. I was selling it pretty cheap because I want to get it out of my shop here, and I had a lot of people interested in it who wanted a place to live, and they don't have any money, and can they make payments, or just calling for my sympathy to sell it super cheap to them, which I can't afford to do because I need to pay rent here in my shop. And I will say that, see, I rented this shop. I have like a 3,000 square foot shop here, and this was supposed to be an RC car racetrack. And you can see I've got the scoreboard up here. I've got all the lights. I got a sound system set up, and I have all the cars, and I have I have a whole track laid out. But that was right in February of 2020. I moved in here, and of course a month later we had lockdown, and RC car racing was not essential. So it got shut down, but paying my rent was essential to the landlord, so I continued to pay rent. But I had all this space, and so what I decided to do was I got this transit van, and this transit van is my almost free tiny house, because I bought that van for the V10 that was in it, and once I took the motor out, nobody wants this van. This van is huge, and it's made out of fiberglass, so there's no metal to be recycled out of it. Junkyards won't take them. They're really hard to get rid of. So yeah, I got that in here, and I have all these other projects, and here's I've got a '68 Chevy C50 right here, and this has got the V10 going in it, and I've got all these other projects, and I have all video of all these projects, but I haven't posted any of them. I haven't edited the video because I want to wait until the projects are done, because if you look back through my other videos, you'll see I started out with my Corvair, my mid-engine Corvair project, and I never actually finished it. I still have that car, and I had to change shops and blah blah, basically. But I decided I wanted to finish the project before I post it. But I've got all these projects. So like, you know, I've got this motorhome. I've got lots of video on me building that. I've got lots of video of me building this. And, you know, then I've got this thing, which I think is real interesting. This is what I call my scrap rod trike. It's an SRT, and basically I got this for 250 bucks, and you know, I sold the cat for $100, so this thing cost me like 150 bucks. And it's a Toyota Echo, and I just cut the whole body out. There's some minor damage in the front, and I cut away the whole body and I turned it into a trike. So I took the rear axle and I just cut off one side of it and made it into a three-wheeled car. And now it's technically a motorcycle, so you don't need seat belts, you don't need any safety equipment whatsoever, and it should get really good gas mileage, which was important lately. And then I've got this one. This is my 49 Willys wagon. Well, it's a truck. It's a Willys truck, but I'm calling it the Willys Woody Truckster, because I'm going to be building this. It's a Ford Explorer chassis, and you can see I still got the Ford Explorer firewall and floor, and I'm just going to sort of get the body to go over it, and then I'm going to have wood siding, and yeah, I'll stop talking about that one. But this is the motor that's going in, and I'm rebuilding that. I'm right in the middle of that. Never finished that. I don't have any posted videos of that project. Then I've got this motorcycle I got for free, and I tore apart the motor. It was all rusty. I'm gonna try and make this be an electric motorcycle. I'm gonna put an electric motor inside the old gas motor case. So yeah, I got that. I never, you know, haven't posted anything on that. And then I've got this other electric trike right here that you can't see it. You can sort of see the front motorcycle part, and the rear end came out of a golf cart that I got for free. It's got a 9-inch Ford rear end, and that's what's in the back of that. And that golf cart was electric, and then the motor for it actually is right there. But you know, I'm gonna actually build a custom motor for that trike out of microwave oven transformers. So that's a real interesting project. I've been waiting to finish that for this lathe, which a friend of mine gave me, because my other lathe is too small to be able to turn the transformers into the right size. So yeah, I got all these projects, and I just don't post. I mean, I have even more. There's even more, but these are just the ones you can see immediately in this state. But I haven't posted videos, and then I lost my camera. So now I found my camera, and I decided that I'm gonna make an almost free motorhome. And you know, just like my almost free tiny house, I try to get all the materials for it free off Craigslist. So I mean, it's amazing what you can get off of Craigslist. Let's go back to Jack. So off, you know, Craigslist, you can get almost everything. I mean, I live here in Sacramento, and it's a you know, good sized town, and you can get sinks, you can get flooring. I've got stacks of free flooring. You can get, like I said, sinks, faucets, furniture. People give furniture away every day. And so that project was, you know, the almost free tiny house. I was collecting all this material to build that, and I'm still in the process of building it. But like most of my projects, I had to move on. They tend to take longer than you think. And, you know, after you spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you know, you get tied up in other things. So this motorhome is not the kind of motorhome I'm going to build. So I want to build a motorhome that's going to be for someone who basically doesn't have any money. So they probably also don't have a car, and they may not even have a driver's license. So the idea is that I'm going to build a motorhome out of essentially a scooter, or what is basically a bicycle. So the idea is that I'm not even actually going to build a motorhome. I'm going to build a trailer, and then the trailer is going to have a scooter that propels it, that moves it around, attaches to the front, just like a vehicle that can tow the trailer. Although the scooter or the bike is going to be an electric bike, but it's really going to be designed just for this trailer, this motorhome. So it's going to have really wide tires, a wide stance on. Most bikes or trikes have very narrow, but this is going to be wide, so that's different, and it's going to have a couch on it, so it actually acts like outdoor furniture to the motorhome. And so yeah, so in this video I'm pretty much talking about the design for this thing, and those are some of the key points. And the other thing is that, you know, you don't want to have a driver's license to own this thing. And a trailer can be a trailer can't be parked on a street, but you can park a motorhome. That's why you see motorhomes parked all over the place. But you don't see trailers because it's illegal. Although it's illegal to live in a motorhome on the street, they get away with it. But having a trailer is not allowed. So it has to have something attached to it. So that's where we're going with the trailer and the scooter design. And the trailer, I want to make it so it can be towed by a regular car. So if you want to move this trailer a longer distance, you can just get a car to tow it, or a truck to tow it, or a car, because it's not going to take much of a car to tow it. It's going to be very lightweight. It's going to be something that an actual scooter can move, an electric scooter. So so yeah, so that's a basic design. I'm going to have a relatively small trailer that attaches to a 3-wheel trike that's going to propel the trailer, and the trike is pretty much going to be made out of a bicycle. I mean, let's go look at. I mean, you can get bikes free all the time, especially kids' bikes. People just give them away. So if we look around, I just finished building this what I call a mother-in-law bike, and it's all built out of used or free or super cheap, almost free parts. I got these aluminum frames, bikes for free, and you know, these wheels are off another kid's bike, and of course that chair was free, and I had to pay for these motors. I got 2 of them. They were $80. They're brand new, and I've got brand new batteries that are going into this. But basically, the trike I'm going to build to pull the trailer is going to be built out of, you know, these kids' bikes. They're going to use 20-inch wheels. I've got these hub motors, and I got these hub motors free, and so the trike part of it is I'm just going to take hub motors, and it's going to look sort of like this but backwards, right? And so the other design issue is, what am I going to build the actual? So what are we going to build the actual trailer out of? And you know, the first thing you need to do is get an axle, a trailer axle. And if you look around, you can find boat trailers sometimes almost free. I just missed one yesterday. It was a catamaran, you know, a Hobie Cat trailer, which I need for another reason. But it was like $150, and it was gone like immediately. But that's usually what happens with good deals on Craigslist. They're gone almost immediately if they're really that good. Same with free stuff. I mean, I collected a lot of free stuff, and I'm always checking out the free stuff. In fact, I just got this V4 outboard motor for free, and well, I was really excited about that because I have 2 other ones, and this is another project. This is another project that I've made video about and never posted anything, and I could go through that. But I got that motor for free, and it's got the head bolts were broken in it. But I got another one, and anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. Hopefully, I can post that pretty soon. Maybe I'm gonna finish this thing, the almost free motorhome before I post any more videos about anything else. So, because I need to get it done. Like I said, I've avoided posting any video, and I haven't posted any videos in a while, very little, because I wanted to finish my projects before I start posting anything about them, and none of them seem to get finished. So we're trying a different tack now. I'm gonna make a progress videos. I'm gonna start videotaping this project, mostly because I need to get people to sign up for Patreon, so I can at least have some people that I can give this thing to, and hopefully get some subscribers. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell and all that other stuff people say. Share with your friends. I mean, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Twitter, and I only created a Patreon just for this motorhome project, so don't really have anything else going on. I don't really like that stuff. But YouTube is great. I love YouTube. Yeah, and I use it all the time, probably like everybody else. You know, you can find out how to make things, and I'm always making things. So YouTube is great, especially if people put in the effort to make good videos, which I can't say I'm a member of that club. But anyway, so to get back to the almost free motorhome. So an axle. So I've made a tow dolly, and basically you can use the rear axle out of a front-wheel drive car, because they're pretty much simple straight axles, and you know, cars get thrown away when they get old, and you know, you can go to the pick and pull junkyards, and even though the prices have gone up quite a bit lately, they're still cheap to get a car that, you know, you spent brand new cost $20,000, and now you can buy parts for $50. But for $100 you can get a rear axle out of one of those, and probably for a trailer, a front-wheel drive minivan is probably the best choice to get one that's wide, and it just takes regular standard car tires, which we want for this trailer because we want it to be towable by a regular car. So then the question is, what are we going to make the frame out of? And I think we're just going to use 2x4s. We're going to have the axle made out of steel, but the frame probably just be simple 2x4s, and those are not expensive. And then the other thing I'm thinking about using is refrigerators for the walls. And you can see I collected a lot of, this is my custom fridge that I made for the almost free tiny house. But I've got a bunch of fridges, and the good thing about a fridge is, one, you can get them free almost every day on Craigslist, is that they've got this thick insulation. This is a fridge that I cut apart, and I was trying to get rid of it, but it ended up being a table, so it's kind of still here. But it's they've got thick insulation, and then they've got metal sides, so you can build the wall and have a nice metal flat surface on the outside. And on the inside, you know, the inside, you've got this plastic, but I would just probably cut all that plastic away, and then put something on the inside, a piece of wood, or so that is that may be what we're going to do. The other thing you can get is pallets. You can get pallets free every day. Here's a pallet that I tore apart. I was experimenting with different ways to tear them apart quickly. There's a lot of videos on that, and I thought I had a better way, but I'm not sure it was a better way. It's just this probably takes just as long as all the other methods, so I never posted that video. But there's a place next door. So there's a shop next door which does food distribution, and they get pallets every day of food coming in, and they stack them in the back. And the guy, I asked the guy over there if I could have them, and he said I can have all I want. He sells them to some guy who picks them up, but he said if I want them, I can just take all I want back there. So, but you can get them on free. You can get them on Craigslist free all the time. People are giving them away all the time because they, you know, they get their stuff. Their stuff comes in, and then they just need to get rid of them. They end up getting stacked up, and there are companies that come pick them up, but and then they sell them. I think they sell them for $5-10 back to somebody. I don't know, but I understand that's a reasonable business, collecting pallets and selling them. But people will give them away free. So yeah, that's the basic plan for this motorhome. I've got solar panels, so I'm gonna put a bunch of solar panels on the top. Here, let me turn on the light on my junk piles. See, I have a video of me making all of these shelves because I have all my junk in here. But I've got tons of these solar panels, and I bought them for a solar catamaran project and many years ago, and that project never happened. So I've got tons of them, and they're not as efficient as the newer solar panels, but I've got tons of them. They're very light and thin. So we're going to put, and I plan to use those on the Almost Free Tiny House as well, but I got so many of them that I'm going to be building a relatively small, I'll have plenty of them for the Almost Free motorhome. So, all right, well, that's enough for this video. I explained what it's about, what we're doing, and so I'm going to try and get this thing finished quickly, and then I'm just going to be giving it away. Although I think I'm going to, after I'm done with it, I think I'm going to live in it for a little while. And I think I might just tour around Sacramento, living in different places, and see how that goes and make some video of that. That might be interesting. All right, well, like I said, join the Patreon, get on the list, tell your friends about this thing. You know, anybody who needs some place to live, especially in Sacramento. I mean, it could be towed far away from here, but someone came and got it. But I'm really targeting it to Sacramento. We've got a big homeless problem here, and the city seems to want to spend millions of dollars trying to solve it, which seems to be could be solved for a lot less than that. Almost free, maybe? No, I don't know about that, but not the whole larger problem. But in any case, it's easy to build, at least on a small scale, to build housing for somebody. And so, all right, that's it for the first video. And you know, next I'm going to be first step I'm going to be making the trike, and I'll start showing that in probably episode 2. I don't know what to call these numbers, but I'm gonna number them all up, and so people can follow the progression. All right, thanks. We'll see you next time.